I'm Jason Little, and this is 10 minutes off the top of my head. Well, the Super Bowl is over. The Patriots won in the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. One of the greatest comebacks of all time. Down 25 points in the third quarter, they came back and won the game. It is amazing. Lady Gaga's Super Bowl halftime show is over. And she didn't say anything about President Trump. And she didn't say anything against Christians. And she didn't say anything to promote her crazy ideas and lifestyle. And she didn't say anything that I think anybody can find anything wrong with, unless you don't like her singing or you don't like her songs. I must say that Lady Gaga has a much better voice than I ever thought. She did a fantastic job singing America the Beautiful. And then she jumped off the roof of the NRG Stadium. That is amazing. I know she was hooked up to cables and it was okay, but things can go wrong. Things happen. And you're standing up there 100 and whatever feet off the ground and you jump like without even, she didn't even go like one, two, three, boom. She just went boom and jumped. I got respect for that. Her show was entertaining. Her show was free from grotesque pelvic gyrations. Her show was free from overtly sexual undertones. Her show was free from all the stuff that all of you and all of us were afraid that was going to be in the show. When you compare her show to 2014 Beyonce show, there is no comparison. Lady Gaga was dressed and looked like a nun in a nun's habit compared to Beyonce in 2014. The Beyonce halftime show was grotesque in every possible way. In contrast, the Lady Gaga show, while I have seen people complain about her outfit, about her outfits because she had wardrobe changes. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. And even her hair, it was amazing. And even her eye makeup. While I've seen people complain about the way that she was dressed, they generally praise the performance that she gave. It was entertaining and it was clean, much cleaner than the Mr. Clean commercial that was on during the Super Bowl. And by the way, the Super Bowl commercials this year were probably the worst I've ever seen. They were completely horrible. There was not hardly one of them that was funny. The Melissa McCarthy one for Kia was hilarious, but only because she kept getting beat up. That was great. And it was funny and it was lighthearted and it was making fun of all those causes without offending anybody, at least not that I've seen, because you got Melissa McCarthy, a huge liberal, involved in making the commercial. Great. Other than that, I can't think of another commercial that was worth watching. And a lot of people like to watch the Super Bowl just to see the awesome commercials that these people put millions of dollars into filming and millions of dollars into the the buying the ad time, and it wasn't there. It's just terrible, and it hasn't been for a long time. Please bring back some good Super Bowl commercials. But back to Lady Gaga. I want to talk to you for just a minute here, or maybe two, about Christian snowflakes. You see, I've seen a lot of people on Facebook cry and complain and moan about the raunchy wickedness of the Lady Gaga halftime show. Come on, get serious. Be an adult. You people are pseudo spiritual. You are trying to put yourself up as the arbiter of modesty, and you are not. You are trying to make yourself into the judge of judges on American culture, and you, ma'am, and you, sir, are not. Can't you notice a victory when it's staring you right in the face? Don't you see that by the fact that she didn't cover herself in blood like she has in past performances, that she didn't do a mock crucifixion like she has in past performances, that she didn't hang herself like she has in past performances, that she wasn't dressed like a complete and total prostitute like she has been in other performances? Don't you see that that is a victory? Don't you see that in some small way, hey, we won a little bit with that Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know if you recall or if you even watched the 2014 Super Bowl halftime show of Beyonce, but it was disgusting. There was not one redeemable thing about it. And by the way, Lady Gaga actually sang instead of lip syncing like Beyonce did. But I digress. Christian snowflakes, get over yourself. Hey, preacher, get over yourself. You're not that good of a person anyway. You're just pretending to be, and that's the fact, and you know it. Deep down in your black heart, you know it. You're calling out other people. You're busting the chops of other Christians because they said something positive about somebody that for unexplainable reasons you hate. And then you claim to love souls and want to see people saved. And that's why your church has 14 people in it on a Sunday morning, because you have no compassion. Oh, but Jason, you're screaming and yelling, you're talking harsh, and you're getting really boisterous there. Yeah, I know, because I'm sick of it. Everything is not a personal affront to you. Get over yourself. Learn how to respect the opinions of other people. We can't be all up in arms about, pardon me, Milo Yiannopoulos being driven out of Berkeley on one moment and one moment, and then cry and complain and moan about Lady Gaga the next. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody has a right to free speech. Yes, there are consequences for free speech, but you know what? You don't have to be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. When you put your Facebook status that Lady Gaga is horrible and that she sucks, and that, oh no, you would never say sucks because that's just not a nice word. That she sucks and that she's a terrible person and that she dressed like a whore, you're not helping the cause, brother. You're not helping the cause. Unless, of course, you don't have any lost friends. I had one preacher tell me, oh, I was talking to God's people. No, you weren't. You put that in public on social media, unless, of course, you don't have any lost friends. Calm down. Take a chill pill. Don't be a snowflake. I want to talk about Milo Yiannopoulos. You may not know who he is. He is a conservative columnist for Breitbart. He goes all over the country and all over the world speaking in colleges and other places. People invite him to come and to speak, and he gives a different perspective on feminism. He gives a different perspective on economics. Gives a different perspective on government. It's our perspective. When I say our, I mean conservatives. Milo Yiannopoulos is a great conservative mind, and he does a great job of defeating the liberals. But Milo Yiannopoulos is gay. He is a homosexual male. But Jason, or some of you know me as Brother Jason or Pastor you're getting soft. You're turning into a liberal. Listen to me. Look at me dead in my eyeballs. I'm as hardcore as I've ever been in my life. But you have to understand something. If you go around looking at everybody as your enemy, you're never going to have any friends. Never. I don't agree with Milo Yiannopoulos and some of the things that he says, but I agree with the majority of what he says. And he's not out there preaching the gospel. He's out there preaching and teaching conservatism, and I can get behind that. And you know what else he's doing? He's pulling people into the fold who have never been in the fold before. People who would have never listened to you, and they sure won't listen to me, but they'll listen to him. What's wrong with that? I'm sure some of you that have a problem with Milo being gay also have a problem with black people voting for Republicans, because we don't want those kinds of people in our party, right? You give us a bad name. Period. Now, Milo was supposed to speak at Berkeley the other night, and a bunch of students, snowflakes, got together and started throwing firebombs and fireworks at the police and threatening to kill him. They had to rush him out of there to save his life. What kind of a world are we living in? What kind of a world are we living in when a man cannot even, invited to a college to speak, cannot even speak because somebody's upset about him, about what he's going to say? I challenge you, every single one of you that see this video, take a moment and do a little bit of personal inventory and realize that just because you think it doesn't make it right, just because you believe it doesn't make it so, and just because you say it doesn't make it the gospel. So think about it. Do a little bit of personal inventory. My time is gone. I hope you have a wonderful week. God bless you. See you next time.